Hello, welcome to Tom's Aviation. I hope you enjoy the next video. And please subscribe.
Hi there, we're from Tom's Aviation here with
Donna Stockwell.
a woman pilot. Could you tell me a little bit about what got you into aviation?
Well, I tried a little bit of everything, a little bit of scuba diving, a little bit of ballooning, a little bit of gliding.
Very adventurous.
Yeah, so I just stopped at power planes because I really liked it.
Yeah. And you've logged over 1,000 hours? About
1,000 hours, right?
That's amazing.
Yeah, lots of different planes. I started on a 172, Cessna 172, and you know, all kinds of different planes from multi-engine to a tail dragger, turboprop. So yeah, lots of.
And now you fly commercially, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And you're from Canada, which is so awesome.
Right. Yeah.
You fly from Winnipeg all the way to the Florida Keys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Geez, that's a long flight. I couldn't imagine.
So from Niagara Falls to San Antonio in a PC-12, we did it in about 6 hours, and it was nonstop. So that was kind of nice.
Yeah. Couldn't imagine the rest after that.
Well, you know, you're always busy in the plane and you just don't really pay attention to time going by because you are so busy. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
You must be wiped out tired after that.
yeah, it's about time to stop after 6 hours for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know how some of these pilots in the war were flying, you know, 9 and 14 hours at stretch at nighttime without any kind of GPS or anything.
Lots of caffeine, I would imagine.
I guess so.
Someone to wake them up. With so many nuances buying a plane, how do you choose the right one?
So it really depends upon what the person is like physically. So there's sometimes it's just the door to get in and out, and sometimes it's where they want to do or what they want to do. If they just want to tool around the area, do a little bit of aerobatics, or if they want to go far, little bit of longevity. Of course, there's always the fuel capacity as well, you know, and how expensive it is. So, you know, it's really all about expenses. And then depending upon what you want, you look at how much it costs, but you also have to look at the maintenance and the fuel and the insurance. But the maintenance is probably the biggest expense that you're going to have with the plane.
Yeah,
and then
unless you're a
where you're
mechanic.
going to hangar it and where you're going to park it when you fly to someplace. So
Yeah, what size plane you're looking for.
Yeah.
Could you tell us about the two planes that you own?
So I have two. One is an experimental plane. It's a Taylor Coot. So there was a U.S. Navy personnel who did all kinds of different inventions. And this one is an amphib, and it flies and lands right on the belly on the water, or you can land on the runway on the land. And so that's just a two-seater.
So what type of rides is your amphib plane good for?
So it's usually just a little puddle jumper. You just want to go from one lake to the other. So it has like little sponsons on the side, so you can, you know, say that it's a swim platform, or you can fish off of it or something, you know.
You got a lot of options.
Yeah. And then the other plane that I have is a Cheetah. It's a Grumman Cheetah, and Grumman was bought over by the Gulfstream, so everybody knows what a Gulfstream jet is. But this is just a small single propeller plane.
What
And,
year?
What year is it? That's a hard question. I think it's 1978. It's pretty new.
You've had it for a while?
It's a low wing. Yeah, it's a low wing, and it's really nice and smooth, and it has a long range. So I took it down to Florida a couple of times, and it's about 9.5 hours from Niagara Falls. So yeah, fun.
And how many does that seat?
That's a 4-seater.
Nice. One for the whole family. There we go.
Well, there's only 2 of us in our luggage.
Oh, yeah. Maybe add like a dog.
No, I don't think so.
So now you've got me interested in flying. How would I go about flying a plane, getting my license?
You just have to go to the nearest flight school and say, I want to take a familiarization flight, also known as a FAM flight, and you take off with the instructor, and sometimes he'll take over, depends upon if you have any kind of experience. A lot of people have the simulator experience, you know, from the Microsoft, and they like to do some of these things. But you just want to wait till you get up in the air, then the instructor will hand over the controls to you, and you can do a little bit of left, a little bit of right, a little bit up, a little down, just to see if you like it. and then the instructor will land it, obviously. But yeah, just kind of get you into it, and then depending upon what the school is, you can have like a little 2-seater, a little 4-seater, and you just go on a per hour basis. So, and all your hours accumulate. So it doesn't matter if you can do 1 hour a week or 4 hours a week, or skip
Whatever
a
your
little bit of
schedule
time.
is like.
But it's much better if you can do a little bit more concentrated, because then you remember, and then you have that muscle memory that you become part of the plane after a while. And
There we go. That's awesome. Just like regular driving school, you just hop in.
well, there's no place to pull over when you have a flat
Oh,
tire or
boy.
any kind of issue, right?
Right.
So
Yeah, you better land that.
yeah, so you have to plan your landings, plan where you're going to go for lunch.
Yeah, plan your fuel out. Save up for the fuel and insurance.
Oh yeah, save up for the fuel.
Well, thank you so much.
Well, it was very nice to meet you. Thank you.